I'm Dr. Scott Young of Hearing Solution Centers. What we want to talk to you today is about in-ear monitors. We deal with hearing loss, hearing aids, and hunter plugs, but the issue that we want to share with you today is the impressions for in-ear monitors. In-ear monitors are the ear molds, and we'll show you a little bit later with that. The ear molds that send the sound into the ear from the sound guy in the back all the way to the musician on stage, whether it's a singer or a musician. And the biggest part, the most important part of that circumstance is the impression that is made. Some of the manufacturers don't share that with you. They will have you make your own impression. If you've seen that, it's a really bad idea because you then are responsible for any remakes, which means that if you didn't have that made well, they will charge you for that. Impressions have to fill up all of the space around the outside, then have to go down into the ear canal and close to the eardrum. Now we're going to protect your eardrum every time we do this. But when you make your own impression, you have to hope that you're going to protect your own eardrum. That's a big problem if you haven't done this yourself. So I'm going to have Dr. Simeo come into the picture here in just a second, and I'm going to have her go ahead and come on in. And I want to have her come on over and make impressions of my ears. We've all had this done several times, so you get to see the process. So the first thing that she's looking at is that she's going to look down in my ear canal and see if there's any ucky wax. So in the ear impression process, she mixes up the material and then she's going to seat it deeply down into the ear canal. Now, as she's dealing with that, she has a very smooth motion all the way through on the ear canal. It's kind of got a bowling kind of effect or kind of a ripple effect all the way through that. So as we look at the impression, what's going to happen, she's going to break the seal as she pulls it out. She does it really gently and lightly. But if you notice how long that impression is, every single impression that we make is this long. Now that we have a perfect impression, with everything protected by ear canal is good, then we're going to show you a little bit about what the ear mold is versus what the impression looks like. So now that we have the impression all done, that's going to be sent off to the factory so that they can be able to do the things they need to do. And then we have the right and we have the left. I'm going to hook up our wiring. Now our wiring, this is something that can be taken off very easily. One of the things that Westone has is a proprietary kind of setup of this little circular wire that really easy snaps into place with that, can be spun around and can be pulled apart. Now the key element in this is that this is the weakest link of any device out there. The 2-pin or 3-pin kind of setups are easy to bend and easy to break. So that's why Westone has kind of come up with a unique design for that. Hook up the right one, I'll hook up the left one, okay? And how I put it in my ear is I'm going to screw it into my ear, hook that up over top, and it sits like that. You can see it sticks out a little bit. It's supposed to. There's nothing wrong with that because now we have all the parts inside of that. If I wanted to take it out of my ear, I just kind of tug it out of the ear and screw it forward. Pull it out of the ear and screw it forward to get it out of my ear. So that's the design overall, but we go back to the original point. The impression is the beginning and the end of this circumstance. If this isn't right, that can never be right. You need a professional audiologist. That means someone who's got a doctorate in this field. But secondly, something that we at Hearing Solutions do is that we're always focused on how that musician is going to listen to it. Do we need to have a longer impression maybe for a singer or a shorter impression for another musician? Some people will also mention to you bite blocks. Bite blocks are things that you would put in your mouth as you take the impression, and what that would do is pinch on the impression and make it a little bit skinnier. The reality is that doesn't need to be done. And I've done these thousands upon thousands of times, probably more than 15,000 patients that over the years with that circumstance. There's no reason to do a bite block if you know how to make an impression long. Every single in-ear monitor that we do, especially with Westone, has a 2-year warranty. we'll take care of that. We'll take care of the shipping. We'll negotiate with the manufacturer about what kinds of parts need to be fixed for you. Thanks so much.